The Joe Rogan Experience.
Well, listen, Corey, you're a bad motherfucker. I appreciate you coming here.
It was fun. We ain't gonna talk hunting.
You want to talk hunting more? We did 3 hours, man.
Well, we talked all MMA. Let's get 30 minutes hunting. Let's 30 minutes
okay,
hunting.
let's do it.
I want to talk hunting.
Okay, let's
Fighting
talk hunting,
fun,
man.
but I'm a hunter. But
you told me you're going on your first elk hunting trip this year.
Yep, getting out to
Going
Montana.
to Montana? Where part is it around?
I can't remember. It's he gave me the codes to put into the DNR site.
Are you using a different set? Because you're using a light setup out there but that's for target, right?
Here I got the
60 pounds.
Yeah, 60. It's like 62 or 63.
And how many grains arrows? You said like less than
260.
Yeah, that's a really light arrow, man.
I'll use when I go out there for elk hunting. I use either 300. So I got the grizzly stick weighted tips, or whatever.
So 300 grains. That's it.
That's usually what I shoot. 300 grain.
I shoot 525. 525 grains. I should pull 84 pounds. I like
is that
heavy
with
arrows.
the tip and everything in it? I don't know what it is with the insert. I just know it's 300 weight. I don't weigh them.
with everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to get the scale. I make my own arrows in the basement and all that, but I don't have the scale to see how much it weigh at the end.
Are you trying to do that for speed? Is that why you have the light grains?
That's just what my guy Aces and Arrows hats I'm wearing actually in Vegas.
I'm going to connect you to John Dudley. I mean, I know you've already talked to him, but I want to get you guys together. Next time you're anywhere near here and he's anywhere, or if you're in Vegas and he's in Vegas, I'm going to get you guys together and have him coach you and help you. Because I already see that you're very accurate. You know, when we're playing techno hunt, you're scoring in the vitals every single time. You know, except for one body shot. But even that's a dead elk where you hit it. But John can help you tremendously. He'll tighten up your shit.
Yeah, I would love that. I see his videos. I study that stuff all the time. But again,
he's like the Mark Henry of archery.
I see it.
Yeah,
that 100-yard shot through the kettlebell on the target. I tell my friends all the time, like, that was the most amazing thing I ever seen. The hole is this big. At 100 yards, he went through and the arrow only broke because of vibration.
Yep.
It's like you don't see people shooting. Like Cam is good too, but I'm not saying he couldn't do it, but I don't.
Cam could do it too.
Yeah, but Cam doesn't post videos shooting through kettlebells and lessons
he
like
posts
that.
some crazy videos too, but I mean, it's just that level of commitment where they're just constantly training, constantly doing. And John is also just such a fantastic coach. You know, he's so good at understanding archery fundamentals and explaining it to you, positioning, and it's very much like martial arts in that you make a few little changes and it does the world a difference.
I'm willing to learn.
Yeah.
Like I said, most of the time I'm learning on the fly. Like my dad, we learned how to shoot together when I was like 12. One of his buddies was like, "Oh, you ever did archery?" Took him to the range, got me a Browning when I was a kid, and I was shooting there, did 3D shooting with him. It's kind of like what I learned was from what he learned. But if you know my dad, everything other than work, everything is kind of like ghetto. I used to call him the ghetto cowboy. We had horses and everything. And it was just like the way you see people do it on TV and whatnot was not the way my dad learned how to range horses and grab horses and saddle them up, and everything was kind of ghetto. So I was the ghetto cowboy, So now when I go back from things I learned, and I tell him, because like you said, you see my Instagram, I'm all hunting. If I ain't fighting, I'm hunting.
Constantly.
And he'd be like, "Where'd you learn this?" It's just watching videos. And I go hunt with somebody else, just instead of talking, like I talk about what I know, but most of the time I'm just sitting there listening to guys talk. And I ask a question like, I don't know what it is, but I make it seem like I do. But yes, what do you think about that? And they break it down. Like, I had no clue about that. You know what I mean? Learn how to field dress my first deer in Texas with these guys, Hero Sports, a bunch of veterans. We go out. They asked me and Justin Gaethje. That's how I got close with Gaethje, hunting with those guys. We go out with veterans with amputated legs or mental problems, whatever. Just listen to their story, and we kill a deer. Like, they've been hunting their whole life. They grew up as kids, so field dressing and how to call and like you shooting the rifle, like, oh, you go to this website, and if you got 110 grain bullet, it shows you here at 300 yards, aim on this crosshair. And and I learned different stuff from those guys, veterans that do this stuff for a living. They done been to war and learn how to shoot a gun. Then guys like John Dudley, I see his videos and his school of knocks and whatnot, watching stuff like that. Like you said, you ever had any coaching? Like, what I do is just practice over and over and over. When I'm at the range, the owner, Mike of A&M, he'll come out and be like, "Oh, kind of try to turn your head a little bit more." I didn't have a kisser button. Put a kisser button on. That'll force you to turn your head. And you need to be straight with the line, straight down, and think about pushing this lifeline through. And just stuff like that. And I just practice. Like I said, I used to shoot at least 100 arrows a day. Like I said, I popped that truck bed down, put the radio on, and sit out there and shoot. I shot one time so long, I couldn't move my neck back the next morning. I fell asleep like this, and I woke up. I could not. I was stuck Like, I didn't even train because I was stuck on my head turning like this because my neck had got tight. Because I was crunching up here and doing this like I wasn't supposed to, but it all tightened up.
Yeah.
And, you know, so I'm learning the hard way. Just like I went turkey hunting this last week.
Archery turkey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never been turkey hunting before. I've only seen on YouTube. I heard somebody telling me at the trade show, the Great American Outdoors, and it just sounds so interesting. And I started YouTubing, and I ordered all the stuff I need, decoys, and I was teaching myself, watching videos. Now, the first day I slate called and box called, I was like, ugh, I know that's not right. Now, I can't do that. Now I put it on the slate, and it sounds like an actual turkey calling. Like, I'm good in a week. I just study and try.
Right.
So, stuff like that. So, I just look forward to.
Have you ever fucked with those HECS suits?
The who?
HECS suit, you know what it is? HECS. It's especially with birds. Birds can navigate using magnetics. They use like the magnetic pole and electromagnetic fields. It's been proven that birds can register and they sense electromagnetic fields. And they think that birds in particular and sea creatures too, like they use it with scuba divers and spear fishermen and people like that. There's a suit that blocks the electromagnetic signal that your body gives off. And it's supposedly particularly effective with turkeys, who are very they see very well,
yes.
And they see things, movement, and they're very, very skittish. If they see any weird shit, they just get the fuck out of there. But this guy Mike Slinkard, who's one of the guys who created the HECS suit, he hunts turkeys with no blind. He just sits out in the field with this HECS suit on that blocks the electromagnetic signal, and then he puts camo on over the HECS suit. And there's videos of him doing this, man. It's kind of crazy. You know, this is
I gotta check that out.
This is him sitting there. So he's sitting with this HECS suit on right in front of these turkeys. Now, you know as well as I know that most of the time, if you were right in front of a turkey like that, they would get the fuck out of Dodge.
Unless you got your little decoy, the feather thing they put over.
But he doesn't have that. They don't.
He got a decoy in his hand.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably got something.
See the body behind
it's a giant body behind him that he's moving. But the idea is that it can't see the electromagnetic signal that you're giving off. There's a lot of videos on it. It's super controversial, but Dudley swears by it. John Dudley swears by it, and a lot of other folks do too.
Does that
Shane
work for
Dorian.
whitetail too?
Yeah, I think it does. I think it works for everything. I think animals can sense some. I mean, it's not everything, right? I mean, you still can't be downwind or upwind. You know, if your wind comes and catches them, they're gonna smell you and they're gonna get the fuck out of there. Mm-hmm. But it's another. What is that?
That's him with camo.
Just Jesus camo, Christ,
how it looks.
That's a great picture. Like, that's a perfect example of how camo works, right? That picture.
It's great, but you gotta. If you try to take that picture, if me and you tried that, you're gonna see me. It's like the perfect angle and the filter.
Of course. I mean, it's the perfect type of leaves, the perfect angle, the perfect lighting. You know, it's probably fucked with a little. But, you know, the HECS suit is a very controversial thing, but people smarter than me say it works. It really works with sea creatures for some reason. With things in the water, because, you know, animals, they have that lateral line, or fish rather have that lateral line, and they sense electrical signals that are coming off of creatures that are in the water. And so scuba divers swear by this suit. It's interesting stuff.
Crazy. Never even heard. I'm like, what?
I'll get them to send you some.
Yeah, I'll try it out for sure.
Well, like I said, I listen to Dudley when it comes to I'm like you when it comes to martial arts. If someone's teaching me something, I just listen. I don't second guess. And when a guy as wise as him says that it works, I'm curious about it.
At least try it before I knock it.
Yeah.
If it don't work for me, then maybe it's just I'm doing something wrong. And if they come and show me, and it still don't work, it's kind of like, I don't believe it. But if it worked, I'm gonna
Do you have a particular camo company that
right
you
now? I'm
appreciate?
using Sitka.
Sitka's the best.
Yeah, I love it.
They're the best.
I mean, they gave me a little pro deal, 50% off. Whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
So it worked out perfect. I love it. It's still expensive, but it's worth it.
Yeah,
you know?
they just have so much engineering in their shit, and guys like John Barklow, the guy who's the designer that does all the testing in cold weather. And you ever see the cold water immersion test they've done with their shit?
Mm-mm.
He's got a rewarming drill that he put online explaining to people what you do if you're in cold conditions and you fall into the water, like how to rewarm yourself. He's got a whole video where he did it. They jumped into this icy river, and then Yeah, nope. And then climbed out. And, you know, the suits are designed, and a lot of the clothing is designed to allow you to survive in that sort of a situation. But, you know, you have to know how to do it, how to go about it. So there's John and this guy that he's with, and they just there's John on the right, and they dunk themselves in this freezing fucking water and then get out, and then they put on sleeping bags and got in the tent. And
I'm going to tell you right now, that's some WPS, Joe. You was not gonna see no black man dunking himself in no frozen water just to prove that's some WPS.
It's white people shit.
You was not gonna see no brother and no ice bag just to prove a point. I'm cool.
Well, he's educating people. That was actually when he was in the military. That's what he did. He taught cold weather survival. He's so thorough too, and you know, and he's one of the reasons why Sitka's gear is so well engineered and designed, because they got a guy like him that's telling them how to design things. And he's a hunter too. He hunted with me last year. I hunted elk with him in Utah.
I'm actually gonna get the test out. Like my buddy told me before. Like I promise you, Sitka, you get that warm and stuff. No matter how cold, you're not gonna get cold. Like
it's the best shit.
So I'm going to Saskatchewan, Canada for whitetail in November.
Yeah.
The guy, he told me, he said, he's like, it's not that bad, but it's kind of like, what's not bad? He was like, sometimes like -10. Like, that's fucking bad. Like, you come right, I got an extra bodysuit for you. So I'm going to get their super warm gear and try it out. And he said, if it don't work, I'll let you use the bodysuit. But yeah,
well, you might need the bodysuit in Saskatchewan. Yeah. It's fucking cold.
I'm gonna test and see if it really works. I might see your boys' videos. Check it out.
That Canada cold's a different cold. You know, those people are hardy folks.
Yeah, we went out there in June for the bear hunt. Actually, me and my dad. In the mornings, it was cold.
Yeah.
And by the time the sun come out, and then we go to the top of the mountain. To glass, and oh man, fast, like instantly, hands froze. I'm in the truck in the heat, and he just out there chilling in his t-shirt. Like, this is, how do they do this?
They're just used to it.
Yeah.
Now, when you were up there, was that spot and stock, or yeah? So you catching them when they were coming out of the dens and eating grass?
We have to go up to the top of the viewing point at the top of the mountain, and we look. Me, him, and my dad. He had the spotting scope, and we both from binoculars. He said, "Just look for a black dot. You see something, you tell me, and I put the spotting scope on it and see if it's a sow or a bear we can get. You know, have something like, oh, if it's a sow, it's her cubs. We're not shooting those. We only want old males." And it's crazy because it's a 30-minute drive to the top of the mountain. So after we see them, it might look like it's right there. It takes like an hour to get down there. Then we got to park. And then we still got to walk 20, 30 minutes and hope he's still in that area.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like I said, we came across elk. We came across cougars, all kind of stuff. But you get there and that bear was gone.
Yeah.
And we hopped. Then we was like, all right, back to the truck, back to the top. And we did it all day till like it got dark. And it took us till midnight or whatever to get home because it was so far into the mountains. And it was great, like I said. But it was walking, and I had the wrong boots. I had like work boots, so my calves and stuff was burning the first day. And I'm with the head guy. He said, I don't like driving. I was like walking a lot, so we did a whole lot of walking. He's like, I figured you being a UFC fighter, I could test you out. I never had a guy as athletic as you that's able to walk. Most people are overweight or not that athletic, so you want to go a little bit. It's time to go to the truck. Like you, I can test you out.
It's a lot of cardio, man.
Who are you
walking
telling?
up those hills.
Who are you man? I had never been so sore in my life. That's what my mom said, like, Mr. Overtime 25-8, like you ain't did it, mama.
Yeah,
it's different.
It's different walking up those hills, and those guys that get used to it. Those very specific muscles that you use when you're constantly hiking up hills.
Now you said you did a black bear hunt before, right?
Yeah, I did a few in
a bow or rifle.
Bow in north of Alberta with my friends John and Jen, the Rivets up there. They got a great camp up there. I just don't have the time to get away for that many camps, you know. And I prefer elk hunting.
How many camps you do a year?
I'm going to do 4 this year. 2 elk, 1 axis deer, and 1 mule deer.
Now, what about Saskatchewan whitetail? You seen those?
As fuck.
But would you do it?
Yeah, I would do it. Yeah, I would do it.
He said he'd do whatever hunt
this
he wanted
year
to do.
I can't because I do have something scheduled in November already.
Well, you tell me when.
I can't do more than 1 hunt a month. I'll get divorced. My kids will beat me up.
I'm on the verge of that already. Every morning I get up at 4 o'clock. She just put the baby back to sleep. I'm up making noise like
I know.
Wish me luck. I'll see you when I get back.
I know they don't like it, man. It's funny, but I get it. But it's one of those things that just takes a lot of time. Like if you're going to go on a hunting trip, it's 7 days away. You know, you have 7 days, and you're going to be probably somewhere where there's no cell phone signal. But for me, man, it's very valuable for my head. I recenter out there. I get it, man. There's fucking animals chasing deer and things are trying to survive, and it just puts everything in perspective for me. When I'm sneaking up on an elk and I'm tiptoeing through the grass, and I'm just trying to get inside of like 60, 70 yards just to get a good shot off, and I'm trying to make sure the wind is right, and I'm not thinking about anything else, man. Nothing. And when I draw back and I center my pin, and and I'm looking through the peep sight, and everything's right, and the housing's level, and I've got my anchor point, and I'm pulling with my back muscles, and I'm just concentrating on that spot. Aim small, miss small. The world goes away. The world goes away.
Martial art.
And when that arrow finds that crease and sinks right through there, and you see those fletchings disappear, and you're like, we fucking did it. That's what people will never understand. Like, why would you be happy you killed an animal? Because it's so hard to do. Mm-hmm. It's not that you're happy the animals died. You're happy you did it. It's a relief. It's so hard to do. It's like people don't understand, like, to maintain calmness and stillness when you're drawing on an animal. It's not like a rifle. I've shot things with a rifle, and it's not easy. It's more hard than people think it is, but it's way easier than using a bow.
Exactly.
It's not even close.
Because you got to draw back without being spotted.
Yeah.
Then you got to hold steady.
Yeah.
Like the rifle is kind of, you got sticks.
Yeah.
You put on the stick, put it to your shoulder. Like you said, it ain't easy, but you find the crosshair. Once you get it settled, it's there. With that
then
bow,
it's just squeeze.
Sometimes
yeah.
I pull it down so they don't see me. So right now I'm starting to shake. I've been holding, like the one I held 3 minutes and 41 seconds. I had to record, and I held for his butt coming. He kept stopping. Like I feel my back. So like, and as I got up and now I'm like wobbly. I'm like, what? And I posted a video after that kill. Like, people wonder why I'm so proud of my kills. Like, do you know what it's like being 235 pounds, 6'3", in a tree, not being spotted, hold the bow, and you got to control your breathing.
Yep.
And one wrong move of my head, if I go to itch something, he see my hat move, the silhouette, he's gone. It's like literally, like I posted a video and it looked like a picture. Like just me holding, and it looked like a picture because I never moved. Like, I don't think anybody would understand how hard it is to be as big as I am, all the way up in the tree with a climber. I'm using the climber, so that's hard too. And get up and just sit still, the wind blowing, everything. You can't sway, your scent, everything has to be right. It's an art to it.
People will never know. They'll never know unless they do it. It's one of those things, and many people that get mad at people that do it are meat eaters, which drives me crazy. They think there's something wrong with killing wild animals. Like that's the best way to do it, because these animals, first of all, you're gonna get organic, real, wild meat. It's better for you. Second of all, like, these animals lived a real life. They're not like caged.
Chained up in a butcher shop.
Come on.
The funniest thing, after I got the bear, me and my dad got, and we posted a picture. And this lady, she's in the same supplement company. And I know she eats meat. I've seen her at a barbecue, her and her husband, like, pounding burgers. And when I posted the picture, she's like, I can't believe you. I will no longer follow you. How could you dare go in the wild and kill a bear to eat it? I said, don't you eat burgers? Or that you went and got a cattle that somebody took and chained up and slaughtered. Yeah. You rather that than me going out and getting them the most natural way ever?
Not only that, if you love animals, you got to kill bears because they eat everything.
Yeah.
They eat 50% of all the deer fawns and elk calves, they get killed by bears. 50% of them.
Like, I posted a picture of killing a coyote once, and everybody's like, oh, why'd you kill a coyote? It didn't do anything to you. But the thing they didn't see, I posted a video a week later. I killed the coyote as he was chasing down a doe.
Yeah.
He was trying to get him, and I saw it, and I swung through it, and right when he came out, pow, flipped him, and it was over. I saved the deer's life. But all y'all saw was the picture of the coyote. Well, you can't eat them. Yeah, but I saved the other wildlife. It's just, you never make everybody happy.
You can't make anybody happy that doesn't understand hunting. That's for sure. They have this perception of it from movies and from a lot of those redneck stupid TV shows where, they don't portray hunting in a positive way. And so people get this negative impression about it. But I think with more people like you, elite athletes that are getting into it. Bo Jackson is a big bow hunter. There's a lot of bow hunters now that are, that were just athletes, and they realize, like, wow, this is thrilling and exciting, and then it's the best meat in the world. So you have so many pros, and I think it's the most ethical way to eat meat because you're going out and getting it yourself. You're not hiring some supermarket hitman. You're doing it yourself.
I mean, that's the thing. With my YouTube channel, that's the main point. It ain't all about hunting. It's more like, one, a black guy in the hunting community. 2, showing people it's more than just killing. Like, I so far, the one I'm editing now is a turkey hunt. This whole week I'm out there, but I didn't kill anything. But it's more showing you, like, it's more. Like you see the deer walk up, the view, the sun coming up, the sun going down.
And you're shooting all this and editing it too?
Yeah, I'm doing it all myself.
Now, do you think you'll have a career in that after you get done with fighting?
Well, I don't. Like I told, when I meet people at the shows that willing to work with me, like they're like, what do you want? Like, I don't want no money or anything. I just want your help. If you can let me use one of your gear, one of your things, and I advertise it, I put your little link at the beginning, Tacticam, Bow Creek, different people I use. Just put a thing on there. Just say, I don't want money, but because I'm just a fighter. I'm not a hunter, but I love the sport. You know, I love hunting, and you share, you help advertise, whatever. I just want to get as well known as I am in fighting, I want the same thing in hunting. And what that do is I just bring other people, because I see, like when I go to the bow shop, people ask all the time. Like today I was in the hotel with my bow, like, oh, you got a gig somewhere with a guitar? Like, no, it's a bow and arrow. You see the guy say, bow and arrow. He look at me. Oh, yeah, I hunt all the time. I love hunting. Especially when you see me, like I told my wife, I'm gonna be the first person on Joe Rogan shooting a techno thing with Jordans, a do-rag, or with a bow. Like, it don't work that way. Like, you don't see nobody wearing do-rag and Jordans.
It's
you
very
see that
rare.
guy on the streets with sounds, but you see me with a bow or a gun.
I wonder if you're the first guy to ever shoot techno hunt wearing a do-rag.
And a bow.
You might be.
And
Jordans. Well, Jordans,
retro,
maybe someone's done that before.
Not with the do-rag.
Not with the do-rag.
You might get somebody with a do-rag without the Jordans.
Right.
You might get somebody with the Jordans without the do-rag.
It's true.
I got them both.
You got the combo.
You know what I mean? So that's the thing. I want people to see with the show, not about hunting. Just, you don't have to be the typical, what people see. You see country guys, cowboy hats, cowboy boots, shit kickers in their trucks and everything. That's the guy you expect to be a hunter.
Right.
The guy walk around a camel, but I want somebody to see. Because people find out, like, you hunt? I love it. That's it. I'd rather be a hunter than
when
anything.
people see a top-level UFC fighter doing it, they're like, whoa, really?
Like it's his life.
Yeah. Well, I love that you love it, man. It means a lot to me, man. I think that positive role models like you are what the sport needs to change people's. I don't want to say sport because I don't think hunting is a sport. Let's call it a discipline, a culture to change people's perceptions of it. The positive people like you that are elite athletes, and just for people to get a chance to see, like, hey, this is. I mean, I'm not encouraging everyone to do it, but I think there's a lot of people that would love it that have never tried it because they maybe don't have an understanding of what it actually is. So if they see you or they see the videos of you doing, like Chad Mendez is deep. He's deep into it. That's all he wants to do.
I love it.
He loves it. That's all he wants to do. I mean, he basically is fighting to pay for his hunting career. You know?
Yeah, I plan
on.
Yeah. Oh, hey, you found it. Like I said, this is just scouting and stuff.
Yeah.
But like right now, I got.
So is this in Jersey?
Yeah, this is like behind my house, I believe.
There's
yeah.
a lot. Oh, you got Mavens, huh? It's a lot.
That I purchased. Like I say, everybody think everything I post is stuff I got hooked. No, a lot of stuff I got I purchased because that's what I like to use.
I'll have Maven hook you up. Brandon Weaver, where you at?
I actually met him. I met him at the Great Outdoor. That's why I bought it from him.
Great.
Like I tried the stuff at the stand. Like I'm gonna purchase this.
Oh, that's good, man. Good for you. They make great shit. I mean, there's a lot of great companies out there.
Yeah, the guy filming, he's a teammate of mine that hunts. But one of the guys, I talked to Frankie Egger. He said he wanted to do it. Somebody gave him a bow. I said, give me a bow. I'll set it up. I'll show you how to get. I got all my guys. Tell them all. Send the link. Do your hunter safety card, and I'll take you out. I'll film it, and I'll show you how to do it.
Really?
Like my buddy's in Jersey. He's a Jersey Shore Guido type guy. But like I said, I taught him how to shoot a bow 15 weeks ago. He kept mixing up the difference between.
Is this your shop?
Yeah, this is a little pro shop in the basement.
Oh, wow. Nice. So you set up your own bows and everything? You level your third axis and all that stuff? No kidding. That's great, man. I love it.
So the thing is just getting people. I want average Joes.
You get together with Jim Miller? He's out there too, right?
He's up in Summit. I haven't hunted with him, but we talk every once in a while.
He's another one. Full balls deep.
I'm working with his guys at A&W Labs right now for like attracting and whatnot. Them and Bow Creek are the two I use. Like
A&W Labs
A&W Labs for like they got minerals and attractants like put on top of the corn or whatever.
Yeah.
So like getting them on camera. So like I use this stuff like the Killer Q. Like I said, it's not just getting people in it, but like getting these local shops. Like he told me, like we don't sell in stores. We try to get a few here and a few there, but like we don't have the network to get our name out there. So it's people like that. I'm supporting those that support me. You help me support me fighting. And I'll post your stuff, because I got more followers than you. So maybe somebody will click the link, go there, and they'll give it a try.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome, man. You have a perfect attitude. I think, I mean, there's a lot of careers right now in the hunting world. Like a lot of guys make videos, they post videos, and they basically make a great living just making hunting videos.